Russia was hit hard when Ukraine destroyed its electronic warfare system in a drone attack. Ukrainian artillery fell on a Russian R-330 digital electronic warfare system in Kharkiv, dealing another blow to Putin's war machine. The system blocks cellular and satellite communication systems with ranges of up to 50 kilometers. Russia has suffered significant casualties in recent weeks as Ukraine repels the invasion. A Ukrainian military commander said of the attack, "The complex is designed for automatic detection, address finding and analysis of radio signals in the operating frequency range, but was successfully destroyed by the defenders of Ukraine. Together with the ground forces we go to victory." It comes as a 21-year-old Russian soldier asked a Ukrainian widow for forgiveness for the murder of her husband when a Kyiv court was convened on Thursday for a second hearing in the first war crimes trial after the invasion of Russia on February 24. Vadim Shishimrin, a tank commander, pleaded guilty on Wednesday to killing an unarmed 62-year-old civilian, Alexander Shelopov, in the northeastern Ukrainian village of Chupachivka on February 28. "I admit my guilt, I ask you to forgive me," he told widow Katerina Shelopova at Thursday's hearing, attended by Reuters, in a glass booth for the defendant. He spoke calmly, but seemed scared. The Kremlin said it has no information about the process, and the lack of a diplomatic mission in Ukraine limits its ability to provide legal assistance. The widow told the court that she heard distant gunshots coming from her garden and called her husband on the day he was killed. "I ran to my husband, he was already dead. He was shot in the head. I screamed so much," she said in her country accent. She looked disturbed and her voice was shaking with emotion. Shelopova told the court she would not object if Shishimrin was released to Russia as part of a prisoner swap to bring our boys out of the port city of Mariupol, a reference to hundreds of Ukrainian soldiers which were delivered to Russia. The trial comes as much of Ukraine is concerned by the fate of its soldiers, whom it hopes Russia will hand over as part of a deal. Some Russian voices are calling for them to be tried for crimes. In Shelopova said her husband was unarmed and dressed in civilian clothes. They have a 27-year-old son and 2 grandchildren together, he added. Ukraine has accused Russia of atrocities and brutality against civilians during the invasion and said it has identified more than 10,000 possible war crimes. So guys, with that we have come to an end of this edition of the news. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time. Bye.